What is up, gang? Welcome back to another video, man. You already know it's your boy Mouse, and it's already sunny out, and I'm getting these trash cans and picking them up because the trash already passed. But anyways, if you are new to the channel, man, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Man, we build badass cars out here. We do badass custom work. You already know what we do. Oh dang, look, I didn't even realize. Look, dang, the moisture. Christ. Okay, so that was a little bit better. Yeah, like I said, man, we do nothing but badass stuff around here, man. So subscribe to the channel if you like, custom car work, man. You already know. And we build it all in the backyard here at the house. And our project that we got going on for today is the center console build that we've been working on. We fiberglassed it yesterday. It's ready to get sanded on. But before anything, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a quick wash with acetone so it's not sticky. It's not sticky right now, but just to make sure and double check our work, I'm just gonna give it a quick acetone wash, and then while it's drying, I'm gonna set up all the stuff that we need today and get this thing done, ready for some vinyl. And then after that, man, we can put it in. But we still gotta cut a 6 and a tweeter hole out because it's gonna go there with our side panel. And we just got to give it like a cool little design or something, because we got to step up our game on all of our stuff, man. So you already see it, you see the custom work, what we do, man. So subscribe to the channel. Favorite part about doing all this stuff is the sanding. Really, not really, but so I already sanded the edges. You see the edges, and we need that to be flat because once we put our side panels on, that it's wrapped, it sits nice and flat without any problems. You see we already cut our piece where it's going to end, and we just got to fill it with body filler and it should be good. Same thing we did right here. We sanded the edges so they're nice and flat. I will, at the end of the day, I will just come back and just sand that down real quick just to knock it all off, but it really doesn't create a real issue. I don't think so. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and start sanding the edges of all the rings. You see them? And then after that, we start grinding down at it. You see, like our main objective is to get it like this, all the way through with the Makita grinding grinder. And we actually have a 64 grit, but you see, like, grinding those edges takes a lot out of it. So I'm going to do as much as I can with that and then come back and grind it down with the other disc that I got, so we can speed up the process a lot, because I know how to control this Makita grinder to where I can just sand it with it alone, and it gives me a nice finish. Then I just come back and lightly fill it with filler, and then we DA it, and I think we should be ready to wrap. One thing you have to understand, this is just gonna get vinyl, so it doesn't need to be like perfect. The main thing is get rid of like all this stuff, fill in the holes, fill in nice gaps and stuff like that, and just make sure that it's nice and not just straight a little bit. Thickness of the vinyl and everything, it should be good. Like obviously we need to fill that in, but it doesn't need to be dead perfect, guys. So don't stress over that. Just make sure that it doesn't end up looking like this. You know what I'm saying? So for right now, let's get back to the grind. I just got done eating some food real quick. So the neighbors were outside over here cutting the grass. So I actually didn't want to record because you're just gonna hear the lawnmower, but we went ahead and sanded it down. We grinded it down. You see, for the most part, it's going pretty good. You see, this is right here where we seamed it, but you'll never see it right now. And you know, we grinded it down pretty good. Edges are nice and flat. Okay, so the next step is we're gonna mix some Bondo up, and we're just basically, we're not gonna cake it up, but we're just gonna lightly fill it, and then we're gonna come back with the 60 grit and sand it. You know, the trick is just to fill it in and just get it somewhat as flat as possible. Like you see, like this right here, like that's good right there. But you see, like this right here, we just gotta make sure it's even. You know, like this right here, it's nice. Stuff like you know, like right here, that looks good. But you see, obviously we got to fill this in right here. So basically it's just like almost get it looking like this at the end of the day, and then after that it is ready to get wrapped, ladies and gentlemen. So now we're gonna get our really badass Bondo mix that's up here. You hear the neighbors still going at it, and the sun's out today, and this stuff as well, with it being so hot out, is gonna react fast. So we are gonna put not that much, but not too little, creamer, so we could still be able, cream hardener, so we could still be able to work with it and, you know, lay it down, and then we'll let it sit in the sun for a little bit. Then we're gonna come back, change the disc on the grinder to the 60, lightly scuff it, and then come back with the 80, and I think that should be it, guys. We're gonna try to do this as minimum as body work as we have to, because that is the key. The key is not to really get frustrated with you know, making yourself so much extra work that you really don't got to do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what frustrates people when sanding, is the more work that you have to do when you're not really supposed to. And especially if it's getting vinyl. If it's getting paint, obviously we have to perfect it, but since it's getting vinyl, there's no need for that. It just has to be nice and flat and even. So let's get on it. So in the advanced Bondo world, you know, just like I told you the other day about the resin, how it has boosters. Same thing with this. Like, you can put boosters and extra like putties to help create a better filler, because like I said, this stuff comes from yellowfin, and yellowfin, you know, those boats are like really high end. So the last thing that they ever want is someone to be like, hey, the paint cracked or the boat cracked or something. So they make sure that their filler is like top tier. You see what I'm trying to say? So, you know, the white's the filler and the green is the Duraglass, and in between there's like other like little boosters and stuff like that, like liquids or creams that are like stored inside there. And once we make this, we stir it up and put our cream hardener in it, and when we apply it, once that reacts and does what it's supposed to do, it helps it create even more of a solid base. You see what I'm saying? That Duraglass, man, that thing is like a solid rock after you do it. And my dad doesn't like actually the filler. He just likes to use a lot of Duraglass, and you know, just to secure the job. But you know, he makes this himself, so it's still like the lightweight filler actually helps it sand a little bit more smoother versus, you know, the stuff that you get from Walmart. Man, that's a nightmare to sand. Like, I've been there, done that, guys. So like, anything, listen, I've been doing this car audio stuff since I was in like 3rd, 4th grade. You see what I'm saying? And then before that, you know, my dad, you know, he used to work on cars here and there and stuff like that. So I would help him like sand little panels, cut the pieces of electrical tape for the radios, get stuff from like your advanced auto parts type of stuff, Walmart, Kmart, Circuit City, Scotty's. Man, I can sit here and name all the old school stores, man. So like, I've used a lot of the stuff in my life. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, I've used the Bondo from Home Depot, Ace Hardware, Walmart, Kmart, all those other places, and it ain't nothing like this guy right here. There's a store called Marine Surplus. It sells a lot of the marine stuff that they use at all the, you know, boat companies, because actually here in our area, man, Wellcraft used to be here. If you know Wellcraft, Chris Craft, Donzi, and now Yellowfin took over all that stuff. But my dad's worked at Wellcraft. He helped work on the boat of Thunder in Paradise. If any of you old school remember that, that's that Hulk Hogan show. They actually built the boat for Hulk Hogan and Macho Man there, because Hulk Hulk Hogan is actually from Sarasota and St. Pete Clearwater area. Same thing with Macho Man Randy Savage. He's like Sarasota, St. Pete area. So like, man, they love the boat stuff, man, out here in the waters of Florida, man. So my dad's been able to work on stuff like that. So whenever he gives me advice on like bodywork stuff, I have no choice but to listen to him and never talk back or, you know, have any questions, because all the information that he's given to me is 1000% on the dot. So let's get on it. We're gonna mix this guy up a little bit, just so it's in there. And we are gonna dump some. We are actually under the shade, so it's not that hot, so it's not gonna react that fast. But who knows, this stuff is no joke. But we are gonna apply it as we go. So I'm gonna mix it, and then I'm gonna open up the camera again. Grinding this is swap, man. That's that 60 grit right here. And this is my Bondo, how I got it laid. I mean, it's not too crazy, but it's still not the best in the world. Not too many crazy globs that's gonna make us break our head, but that's why we actually have the Makita that's gonna do fast action and knock a lot of this rough stuff down, so we can just barely just come through with the DA and sand it through. There are some areas where we'll probably have to hand sand, which is like right here in this area, but pretty much the rest of it, the DA or the grinder can handle it. And like I always say, why sit here and, you know, waste time, you know, doing something which you're not supposed to, when you just, if you got the right tools, you can go ahead and get it handled. The aftermath after me grinding it, you see like it's way less rougher than what it was up there. So it's like we just barely just gotta like even it out now. And so with that being said, man, we're gonna bust out our DA sander. We actually got a 40 grit on it right now. We're just gonna utilize it just to like the lower the grit the better, because there's more sand on it for it just to rip through with, you know, like this type of stuff. So now we're gonna put that DA to work, man, and knock off all this other stuff. So it's just like minimum work that we have to fill in, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about, doing less work as possible. Okay, so let me check back in with you guys. So man, I've been putting in some work. You can see it. Smooth. It's just a little dirty and dusty, but for the most part, man, it's almost ready. Like I still got like to blend this section right here. Pretty good. Little odds and ends. Finish sanding like this corner right here. This center part and this, and just like clean up the top of this real quick. And I think this guy is ready for upholstery. So we're slowly getting there, guys. The one thing that's been holding me back all day is my compressor, man. It is so hot out here. That thing is just like overheating and shutting off. So I've been having to like hand sand, look like I hand sand this all, and then I blended this all hand sand. This part is already done, completed. Like I said, I just gotta blend this, that, this center. This part just needs a quick little scuff right here, and I think this part, the center part, which is the most important part, is already completed. But I still gotta cut like these center supports so the speakers can slide right in. Same thing with that, I gotta cut that back support so that tin will go in. And I think this part's ready. And then after that, we just gotta build our templates, cut our cool little shape, and we can wrap this guy, man. So we're slowly getting there, guys. It is coming. The rain is coming. Okay, so the console, it is pretty much finished, guys. It is ready for wrapping. Like I said, it doesn't have to be too perfect because the thickness of the vinyl actually hides a lot, and you just pretty much don't want it to have like crazy like dips or anything like that. But for the most part, man, this is very good body work just for what we're doing. And we finished in the nick of time. I think it's like almost like 2:05 or something like that. The rain is fixing to start pouring, cats and dogs. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video on sanding this stuff, man. It is quite hectic, but if you got the right tools, man, there ain't nothing to it, guys. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Quick, people, look at this. Man, back in the day, there used to be a tree like right here in the center where my finger's at. And I think it was probably like 1999, 2000. And lightning just struck it. Man, split the tree in half. And the tree that's in front, it got struck by lightning too. But look, guys, we are done. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. From what it was looking like the other day, as it started, just a couple pieces of wood from Home Depot, to some rings, some hot glue, some fleece, a few paintbrushes, some fiberglass resin, some Bondo, some sanding, some hard work, some vision, creativity, not stressing. We get a good outcome of a project. My customer, you know, I stay in touch with him a lot as I'm building, just to make sure that he's happy. He's overall happy. We're all anxious to hear this guy. It's definitely going to do its job. Flying through here, look, there's one right there. Right there, you see it? The Coast Guard guy's like literally over there on the other side. We have an Army National Guard, so there's always, man, we've seen some, the Army planes, they go that way because that's where the Army base is at. But enough of that. So, hand sanded this guy, perfect, looks good. If only you guys were here to feel this, how smooth it is. It's 80 grit smooth, but you know, it doesn't have like no hard waves or dips in it. It's just perfect. It's just perfect, guys. So 8-inch speaker that was going to go in there, it's going to go in there. Look at this, and they wrapped it in carpet and called it done, versus what we're doing wrapped in vinyl, and we're going to call it done in a few days. It's a lot of hard work, guys. And if you haven't noticed, man, we are on the road to 5K. We were like, last time I checked, we were probably only like 3 subscribers away from actually hitting 2,500 subscribers, which is the halfway mark to 5K subscribers, which is really awesome, man. I never would have figured we would have got that far this fast after we hit the 1,000 subscribers, man. It's crazy. The journey is going, you know, awesome. I love doing this YouTube stuff. I love making these videos for you guys, man. You guys are awesome. The best family that we could possibly build on YouTube. We are building here on YouTube together, man. So I was gonna go catch a shower. I got my batteries charged to the other camera, my other camera batteries as well. I got my iPad charging. I'm about to drop this video later on by 5 o'clock. And then tomorrow, man, we are going to get back on the ground on the console, and we're probably going to see it wrap tomorrow, man. So definitely stay tuned, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think about today's video. Drop a hashtag MGG. Let me know that you're in the building, and we out, guys. Peace.